America's Court with Judge Ross.
She says that a dog pooped on her yard. She can't even prove it's my dog.
Channel 9. Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
She says that a dog pooped on her yard. She can't even prove it's my dog. She's
you
crazy,
brought
Your
dog
Honor.
poop to my court, huh? The whole purpose behind law is to right wrong. I want justice to be something that isn't this foreign concept.
Justice knows no boundaries. The truth will be heard. Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Betty Snyder says her neighbor lets his dog poop in her yard and doesn't clean up after him. She says she slipped on dog poop in her yard and wants the defendant to pay for her medical expenses. She's suing for $3,000. Herbert Cortez says his neighbor is a nightmare and is constantly harassing him because he says she has a crush on him. He says there's no proof his dog pooped in her yard and refuses to pay her a dime.
All rise, remain standing and come to order. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. All right, Betty Snyder, I understand you are suing Herbert Cortez for $3,000 as a result of injuries you sustained through a slip and fall accident. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
So tell me about this accident, ma'am. What happened?
Well, he always leaves his dog loose in the neighborhood. He never ties him up. He has a fenced-in yard, but he lets him go from house to house. His house, the whole yard smells so bad. The stench is terrible.
All right, so you fell because of the smell of the dogs?
No, because
That's ridiculous.
No, he leaves the poop. He doesn't pick up his poop.
He doesn't pick up his dog's poop.
Exactly. That's what I meant. Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I just want to make sure
That's
I'm following
such
the
a lie.
story here. All right, so he's not picking up his dog poop, and so you fall in dog poop?
I slipped and fell.
You have a dog, correct, Mr. Cortez?
Yes.
What type of dog do you have?
I have a medium-sized terrier.
You have a terrier, all right.
Yes.
And how far do you live in proximity to his
Right
residence?
across the street from her.
You all across the street from each other.
Right.
How long have the two of you known each other?
For about 10 years.
10 years.
10 long years.
First of all, this is ridiculous. I'm wasting my time coming here, okay? She doesn't need to be dragging me out here just because she says that a dog pooped on her yard. She can't even prove it's my dog. How do I
let's
not?
find out. Let's find out if she can prove that.
Right.
So,
I'm sorry.
She's
you
crazy,
brought
Your
dog
Honor.
poop to my court, huh?
I have evidence.
I can see you have evidence.
Yes.
So, no, I don't think we need to handle it, Deputy Thomas.
Thank you.
All right, so there's a problem with the terrier. What's the dog's name?
It's Max.
Max. All right, so
No,
there's a
your
problem
dog's
with Max, according to you. How do you know that it was Max's dog poop that caused you to slip and fall?
Because I have evidence. I went and Googled dog poop DNA.
All right, so you did a search on the internet about dog
Yes,
poop.
And
Your
I
Honor,
have
she's
evidence right
crazy.
here.
Well, no, I have heard that you can actually test the DNA of dog poop.
I keep Q-tips in my pocket all times because I knew this was leading up to this.
Look,
And
Your
I
Honor.
got a Q-tip
You
and
keep Q-tips in your pocket so you
Your
can
Honor.
determine.
well, I knew that eventually this was going to happen.
I'm sorry, but she's a liar. She's crazy, okay?
Well, what is she lying about? That you
She's
had
lying about my
dogs
dog.
that-
She has no proof. I mean,
do.
seriously, she has no video. For all I know, she could have went into my yard,
No.
got poop from my yard. I mean, how does she get the poop? My dog, there's dogs around the neighborhood running loose.
What I need to understand is when you fell, where exactly were you, ma'am?
I was in my yard getting my newspaper like I do every morning.
So you were on your property.
Yes.
When you fell, what exactly happened to you?
I injured my back, and when I fell, I hurt myself,
Yes.
and I have evidence to prove it. I went to the doctor.
All right, so you hurt your back.
Yes.
Did you have to go to the hospital immediately?
Yes.
All right, so you went to the hospital and you had some injuries that you sustained, yes?
Yes.
Let's take a look at the evidence that you have here. And so other than your back, ma'am, was that the $3,000 that we're talking about with respect to your back injuries?
Yes, but because I do triathlons and I want to be able to
I'm sorry, you do what?
triathlons.
Oh, okay, so you compete athletically.
Yes. for
All right.
seniors.
What am I looking at? Because I see an X-ray here. So you do triathlons.
Yes, that's the chiropractor took those X-rays to show that I have a crushed vertebrae.
Let's look at that on the plasma.
See, there it is.
You're talking towards the bottom portion of the photograph on the left side.
Yeah, the L1.
I see it. Okay. I also see here that you had 20 sessions with the chiropractor and the $3,000. So,
Your Honor, how do I know those injuries weren't prior to the incident?
I got this, Mr. Cortez.
I'm sorry.
Let me do what I do.
I'm sorry.
All right? This is Boss Ross's courtroom. I control the flow.
Sorry, I'm just a little
here.
upset.
I understand you being upset, but work with me here. Help me help you, sir.
When America's Court returns,
How do you connect that dog poop with his dog?
When I fell, I had my heels on. I took that shoe and I put it in a plastic bag and it's in my refrigerator.
It's not normal.
and later,
And then I see that he was not with his mother. He's with some other chick, okay? This is the right here.
Wait.
Okay.
We don't do ghetto court here.
Okay.
closed captioning provided by
Little Owen wanted to play, but his nose was raw and sore. And common tissue made it burn even more. Puffs Plus lotion is more soothing than common tissue, and it delivers our most soothing lotion for every nose issue. A nose in need deserves Puffs Plus lotion indeed. To give your cold a comforting scent, try Puffs Plus lotion with the scent of Vicks.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
I believe in dreams again, oh yeah, 'cause I believe in you and me, oh boy. I believe in miracles, and I believe in you and me. See how it's love free, 'cause I believe in you.
When mucus causes chest congestion, it can get in the way of your day.
It's not easy keeping a place looking this spiffy.
Maximum Strength Mucinex breaks up the mucus that causes chest congestion. It goes to work fast and provides long-lasting relief.
12 hours?
Mucinex in, mucus out.
So you've got bad credit, a minimum wage job, and you need cash now. Who's going to give you a hand? Money Mutual. We've helped people all across America. Money Mutual has the largest network of short-term lenders who can lend you up to $1,000 in cash by tomorrow. Just be 18 or older with a minimum income of $800 a month. And don't worry if you have less than perfect credit. It's time to hear yes for a change. Go to moneymutual.com or call 1-800-585-CASH.
Hershey's Air Delight. Experience light and airy, melty bubbles. Made from pure, delicious Hershey's milk chocolate. Hershey's Air Delight.
Time Warner Cable introduces wideband internet that revolves around you, with enough bandwidth for everyone to stream movies, shop, game, and more, all at the same time. Call 855-TW-SWITCH and get speeds up to 50 megs. And ask about other high-speed plans starting as low as $29.99 a month. We've changed the way the internet can work for you, all over the house. Call and get enough bandwidth for all of your devices, as low as $29.99 a month when you switch to Time Warner Cable today.
Quitting is a fight you can't let yourself lose. It can take many tries, but keep trying. You will beat smoking.
Honey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Betty Snyder, who is suing her neighbor Herbert Cortez for injuries she sustained slipping on the defendant's dog poop.
Now, with respect to this DNA test result, there is a 98% match between Max's saliva and the fecal matter. Now, the question that I have is, how were you able to find out that Max is the owner of this poop?
Because when I fell, I had my heels on, and I slipped and fell, and I took that shoe, and I put it in a plastic bag, and it's in my refrigerator.
All right, TMI, too much information, too much information.
Yeah, but see, that has the DNA on it, because I took a swab of that, too, and
So you took a swab of, so you had the dog poop.
Yes.
That's not normal.
How do you connect that dog poop with his dog?
Because he has corn nuts, and he feeds his dog
He
corn
has
nuts.
what?
Corn nuts, and there's corn nuts in the
You understand? She's crazy.
Okay. But in the city that you live, there could be other dogs roaming. I mean, this whole issue of people allowing their pets to poop everywhere, from what I've read somewhere, in the United States alone, there's 8 billion pounds of dog poop that's left from people just letting their dogs roam.
Yeah.
It could fill 800 football fields.
Well, I know the
And
vet that he goes to.
40% of that dog poop
Sorry.
is usually left just out in the open. People don't pick it up. So what I'm trying to understand is, did you get some sort of hair sample? Did you get some sort of saliva? Was there something that you got from the dog to connect to the DNA?
Well, the dog comes in my yard a lot because, like I said, it's
Listen to
hungry.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
I
ask
got
you one more
swabbed.
time.
I swabbed the dog's saliva because it licks.
You
licks the-
okay, now this makes sense to me. So the gavel, based on the testimony that I heard with respect to Ms. Snyder, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the defendant. Because I don't have any reason to believe that this is not the dog. But you can't just go around swabbing other people's property, man. And whether you realize it or not, I mean, law enforcement people, if there was a child who had thrown up on your property and then you slipped and fell in that throw up, you wouldn't be able to grab that child's mouth, swab it, and then match it with the DNA of the
Sir,
throw up.
if I
And
may?
just like you couldn't do that for a child, you can't do that with other people's property. Now, if you had gotten Mr. Cortez's permission to verify it, but I really have problems with the fact that you're taking someone else's property and deciding what you can and cannot do with it. And we have a chain of custody issue because I don't have any way of knowing that that exact swab matches the poop that you fell in. So based on that, ma'am, your claim is dismissed. Judgment in favor of the defendant in this case, and that is the order.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant.
This court is now in recess, so I can ask the parties to step outside, please.
He's a menace to our neighborhood, but what can I do?
Thank you, Judge Ross, for dismissing my case and seeing how crazy this lady is.
And coming up,